It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
When the season ends, is baseball really over? Of course not.
What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Here we go, Singy. The fans have been waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Bryce Elder. What do you look for here?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
That's a laser base hit, and that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The pitch. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2.
For a healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Tag to third, and that's a double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a pop-up. And that is that. Back in Truist Park, getting the nod on the mound, Jose Quintana.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Gets down, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Austin Riley stands in now and watches strike 1. Out front and foul to the left side. The 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it out. He let it travel just enough.
Runners on the corners with one gone. And now here is Adam Duvall. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. To second for one. And that's 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And a foul ball.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road. And that should help him here today.
Just missed. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Next offering is fouled back. One out, base is empty. This one smashed down the right field line. And it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time, he's safe.
He really smoked this one down the line, barreled it up out front, and once it dropped in fair, this guy was off to the races. And it looked like he was thinking 3 right out of the batter's box. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Fought off foul. One away with a runner at third. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now. Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's just foul. And that's outside. 2 out, space is empty. On the ground, and it's through for a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And a foul ball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Here comes a pitch. To third, and it goes just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
And that's outside. 1-1. The Braves trailing by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. And another ball. And that's in the dirt. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the power hitting catcher, Sean Murphy. Ball 1, no strikes. Quintana, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a four-seamer, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. He's in there.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One away, runners at first and third. Here's Matt Olson. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And misses inside.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The Braves down by a pair here in game 3 of this 4-game series. And fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Line, and that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. And a 2-1 ball game now. Save!
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And here's the veteran outfielder, Ken Griffey Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that one fouled off. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and here. A gigantic blast. And now they're out front. It's 4-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So the batting order turns over. Derek Jeter now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Riley, the next to hit, takes outside. Pitch misses inside, and it's 2-0. Up the middle, Lindor throws to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Atlanta gets 3 on the homer. It's now 4-2. On to the third inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Starling Marte. Foul ball there. The pitch. In the air, right side. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. Marte retired, and there's one down. And first offering is fouled off. And that's a strike. The Braves leading by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Oh, and the zone doesn't get the call. And the count 1-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Under this one. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Nimmo in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo. Light tower power.
That's right. And the pitch. That one fouled off. Nimmo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. Hard hit left side. That ends the frame. Mets lead 1. Still down by a count of 4-2. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Quintana back to work. Just missed.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Just missed. Hit hard, that gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Tough game for him so far. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2 balls. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Adam Duvall at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Way to lay off that fastball off right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And another ball. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a play, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Here's Marcell Ozuna. The walk and a run scored his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Step off, throw to first. Albies dives back in. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Outside low, and it's 1-2. And a curve misses outside. Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up. Back here in Atlanta, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Francisco Lindor. And that one pulled foul. The 0-1. Slider clips the corner.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And that one in the air center field. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Ripped to short. Throw on to Olsen. That's out number 2. Ronnie Mauricio now. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Mauricio, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And here it comes. And that one is lifted in the air. Griffey in pursuit. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back in Truist Park, bottom of the 4th. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy.
You know, these Braves do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've played 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
The next offering misses. 2-1.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
That's in there. Got him swinging. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Off the mark there. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And another ball. Got him looking for the K. And next for Atlanta, Ken Griffey Jr. Foul ball.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And he swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And the 0-2. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. First pitch misses.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Throw on to Olsen. 1 away here in the 5th.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Acuna in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is in for a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but with great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in 1 inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
He goes down looking. Here's Starling Marte. 1 for 2. Hard ground ball, base knock. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Jeff McNeil stands in. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Jeter on the run, throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 4-2. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Quintana back to work. Center field. Taylor moving under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Austin Riley. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares.
It's in and out of his glove. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
The Mets have some action going in their pen. Adrian Hauser, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. With Casey also throwing. Kicks and deals. That's ripped. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could.
Adrian Hauser gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. So first and second with 1 gone. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Adam Duvall. Here's a high chopper, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
And the ball evens the count. Two on, one out. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Alonso snags it for the second out. Ozzie Albies digs in now. And that one clips the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Righty delivers. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Clean work. Top six. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. That one inside, and it's 1-0. Bounced up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Little chopper rolls foul. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Righty to the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting them with a pitch.
I was just glad that he got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
And it's 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Stays alive. And a good eye there. And a pitch. That one way inside.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Run comes in from second. It's 4-3. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Strike one. Runners on the corners, no outs.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Outside low, and that's ball one.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Nope.
Next one off the plate inside, and it's 2-2. And a pitch. Line, and that's a base hit. In from third is the tying run. It's 4-4.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Tied at 4. Struck him out looking.
Well, just ripped a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike.
Lindor, the lead runner at second. Alvarez at first. One gone. That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Into center. That's out number 2. So first and second with 2 outs. Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. First and second, 2 down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. But no advance from the runners. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a base hit. Runner around third. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. 5-4 now as they take the lead. Back to the top of the Mets order. Starling Marte up to him. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities.
Got him! Inning over, and it could have been worse. 3 runs for him here. Back here in Atlanta, to the batter now, Marcell Ozuna. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another ball. And that one missing low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. He needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Murphy in the box now, takes strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. The next pitch misses. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Jake Diekman.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Gone. He powers down his 4th home run of the series. It's 6-5. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. That's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
One down. Ken Griffey Jr. Next up for the Braves. He's already homered here in this one. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Corrals it. Out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves. Derek Jeter. 1 for 3. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back at Truist Park. Here's the 3rd baseman, Jeff McNeil. Raisel Iglesias takes over on the mound. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 26.
The wind and the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Breaks and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on a changeup. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. That catches the corner.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is inside, and the count 1-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Mets go down quickly. This one remains close, 6-5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jorge Lopez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one drilled left field. Makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
That misses. Ball 1. Lopez, a 6'3" righty, 200 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings through that.
1-1.
Now this is in the air down the line. And it's foul. Base is empty, 1 away. You're the bottom of the 7th. That's down and in. Wouldn't chase that time.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The pitch. Good plate appearance there. able to take the walk.
I don't think you really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And at first, so here's the Braves designated hitter, Adam Duvall. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Phil Bickford, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Braley getting cranked up as well. And that one fouled off. Acuna leads off first with one away. Check on the runner. Acuna back easily. Squirts away a little bit. And the runner stays where he is. And now it's 1-2. And a curve is down and in.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Goes down looking.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but
no trouble here. Puts it away for the out. We go to the 8th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. Good eye in that spot.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Bounce to the left side. Down the line, and it's foul. The wind of the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. Line drive, pulls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one in the air. Under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Phil Bickford.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Sean Murphy. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, he's so valuable. Does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Alvarez pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Matt Olson up to the plate. Sliced hard, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's too high. Swings through that one out in front that time.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one is inside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Left-hand batter waits. And another ball. Ken Griffey Jr. on deck for Atlanta. The pitch. Inside ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line and into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Smoked on the ground a second. They take the force out. That's the 3rd. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now, Luis Angel Acuna. Late swing, fouled off. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, boots it. And that puts the tying run on base.
Got to be happy with this one. 2nd hit in his MLB debut. And most guys are happy just to get that first hit out of the way, but he looks like he can hang at this level. He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And that one almost got him.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gap. Give them an opportunity.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Ronaldo Lopez.
Now, these are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Nimmo up to bat next, lays off for a ball. There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The Mets down to their final strike. In there, sets him down on strikes. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
hug on the curb. Yeah, scrape the ground when I swing, dodging potholes when I swerve. Wrapped in some bows and it's true. Not a pebble in my groove. In a beat with the bumper, cause it's screw up when I move. Elevated, modulated with adapter. Now the riding smooth as that. Just take a picture, that's a shine. You should capture with a flick of flame. Power the trunk and bang. I be throwed in the game. Mine. I shine my light on the real and I got them loud to show them just how I feel and fall in love with a chrome lady and probably have chrome babies cause we got a real connection and Kenny Bank couldn't fade it. Close but separated, I know, but the neons around me so I go. I'm like the best edition, like who really needs an engine?